All right, Vegas, we are back. Man, it's time for us to head into the Year 5 offseason with your Las Vegas Golden Knights after a Year 5 Western Conference Final elimination to the Calgary Flames of all teams. The Flames, the team that we traded for Johnny Gaudreau at the trade deadline. Somehow they make it into the playoffs, and they get to the Western Conference Final, and they deal with us, man. We couldn't score goals in this series. Hellebuck, I mean, he's been horrible the entire playoff run, and their team, that blue line was so freaking weak, but they still got it done. And who do they have in the net? Parsons? Parsons? But that's hockey, boys. We won the cup last year. We were an underdog team last year. We won the cup. This year, we seemed like more of a contender, and we don't even get to the Stanley Cup final. So, game one, it's kind of weird because I'm going to take a look at the stats here, and everyone's going to jump on Connor Hellebuck, including myself, right? But if you look at the Western Conference final, you can make the argument that he gave us 4 good games. Game one, it sucks that we lost 2-1 in overtime. Again, with their blue line and Parsons in the net, are you telling me we're only capable of getting 1 goal in 4-something periods? That's ridiculous. Game 2, again, we got the second goal, but Connor Hellebuck back-to-back good games in the Western Conference Final. Then it fell apart. He allowed 4 goals right there, but then answered back with another 1 goal against performance. So 3 out of the first 4 games, Connor Hellebuck went into the end of the third period only allowing 1 goal. That's pretty good. Then the wheels fell off the bus. Again, 5-1 loss right there. So the 4-2 loss and the 5-1 loss, fine. They're big losses, and then he pushed us to overtime. He allowed 2 and then couldn't come up clutch in that overtime frame. So 2 times we had to go to overtime in the Western Conference Final, and 2 times we end up losing. So that old idea about giving Connor Hellebuck the chance, the elimination with his back against the wall, I guess it came true. So now we might have to think about moving to another goaltender, or moving on to another goaltender. But before we do that, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do in this video. With the draft coming up, I've got to figure out about the salary cap situation. After trading for Rasmus Ristolainen and Johnny Gaudreau, you know, I'd like to get these guys back in theory, but maybe I shouldn't because of how they produced in the playoffs. I mean, if you look at our forwards, Nick Ritchie on that first line got it done. Azus, Colin White, I mean, he was injured. 13 games played, 9 goals, 12 points. He's putting up similar numbers to last season when he won the Conn Smythe. So that line is not an issue. Cody Glass, he looks like he's going to have a good future with us, 10 points. Nick Suzuki, same thing. So the young guys got some points. Rankin, he had a really good second round when Zeus was injured. But when Zeus came back and he was playing alongside Johnny Gaudreau, that second line just couldn't get going. Connor Brown, Robbie Fabry, Marcus Johansson, and there he is, Johnny Gaudreau. So 17 games played, 2 goals. 2 goals for a 90 overall player. I mean, I didn't trade for 2 goals, right? This he played like a third line depth forward for us in the playoffs. He was a +2, but 8 points, that is not good enough. And if he wants like 9 or 10 million, I think I have to say no, right? Colin White is clearly more productive, even though he's only 84 overall, and he's going to be a lot less. I can't suffocate myself with these big contracts. Tuck, Eakin, Henry, Zizekias, and Victor Reed, the 1 game played right there. No points, but he was an even player. Defensively, we got Alex Pietrangelo. He's an assist machine for us. Shea Theodore, Brandstrom, Ellis. Look what Rasmus Ristolainen did. Again, another guy who's 90 overall. First line power play. He's been getting all the chances in the world, but only 4 points. I'm not worried about the 1 goal, but 4 points. Pietrangelo does have a history of getting assists. I don't know about Rasmus. Maybe just because you can only have 1 defenseman who gets all those points. Maybe he's taking the points away from Rasmus. I don't know. But Rasmus and Johnny Gaudreau, it may not be in our best interest to re-sign these guys. We're going to have to wait and see. And then Connor Hellebuck, 17 games played, 10-4-3, a save percentage almost below 900. So get your comments in now, boys. I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, you got to trade him right now. You got to trade him right now. If there's a good deal on the table, I will absolutely look into that. But that 902 save percentage is just not good enough for a playoff run. Last year, I think he was in the high 920s. He came way down. And I think it was because of the first and second round. That third round wasn't even that bad, but goals against average, almost 3. Yeah, so he dropped the ball, boys. I'm not making excuses for him. Not making excuses. I can already hear the salts in the comment section. Oh, Johnny making excuses for his teammates again, just like the goaltenders of past. No. Connor Hellebuck certainly dropped the ball. All right, so the final 4 you have, it looks like the Stanley Cup final. You have the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Calgary Flames. Oh, rematch from, was it 2003 or 2004? I forget. Oh, man, it was Game 6. Was it Jelena? Eric Jelena or Martin Gelinas, one of the Gelinas, he had that puck across the goal line, but the goalie with the toe save, and they didn't call it a goal. I'm sure there are still some Flame fans out there that say, good goal, right? So, let's see. And that was a Game 6. They could have won the cup on home ice. Martin St. Louis with the overtime winner pushes the Game 7. The Flames' hopes are are destroyed. Jerome McGinley couldn't win that Stanley Cup. Let's see. Can they do it for the second time? I'd love to watch. You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to watch it. Let's just simulate. I can't select another team. So, let's sim to the draft. Let's see which players are going to retire. We'll take a look at the draft lottery. I'll take a quick look at the contract situation. And if there's somebody that we need to trade, I'll trade them. The Stanley Cup champions, the Calgary Flames. Unreal. Unreal. I'll try to take a look at their defensive core, but go back to the last video, just the beginning, and take a look at that roster. How do they win with that goalie and that blue line? The Calgary Flames. And trading away Johnny Gaudreau. What a moron. He was demanding a trade. Woo, man, Burakovsky. So Andre Burakovsky wins back-to-back Stanley Cups. Good for him. So it's at least, the silver lining on the season. Back-to-back years where we either won the cup or lost to the Stanley Cup champion, So you can make the argument that we're still the second best team in the NHL. We would have beat Tampa Bay. So here are the results of the draft lottery. Winnipeg, Columbus, Florida, Boston, Anaheim. So that's your top 5. Yeah, we're not in there yet. We traded. Do we trade away our first-round pick, or is it just... Is it not in the lottery? All right, so hang on. View retired players. Do we have anyone who's leaving the team? It's going to be Kevin Porter. All right, I don't even remember how I got him. And then retired players. Oh, the Sedin twins. They're going out together. Daniel Sedin was on the Boston Bruins. Oh, man, that's going to be rough for Canuck fans to see. And Hank Sedin was on the Toronto Maple Leafs. They split them up. Garbage, but it looks like Daniel finished his career with more points and more games played. Zetterberg is gone. Ooh, the Super Swedes. They decided to leave the NHL en masse this year. Rick Nash, Joe Pavelski, Palmen, P, Steen, Kessler. All right, all these guys are Gonzo Alonso. Yeah, we're starting year number 6. And Lundqvist. Oh, my God. Gold medalist from 2006, was it? They're all gone. All right, so I highly recommend your trading block, blah, blah, blah. Let's just take care of that. All right, so let me go into, where am I going? Yeah, let me go into the playoff tree quickly, just to take a look at everything. Let's see how many games it took for the Calgary Flames to beat them. 7 games, wow. So they had to go to 7 games again. I wonder if the Tampa, you know what? I'm going to say it. The Tampa Bay Lightning definitely had home ice advantage with the roster that Calgary had. So they had it. Home ice advantage, Game 7, once again, just like 2003 or 4, whatever year it was. But this time, it's the Flames that get it done. And Johnny Gaudreau is going to watch his former team win the Stanley Cup. Oh, that's got to be so rough. All right, so awards. Let's take a look at the Year 5 award winners. The Stanley Cup champions go to the Calgary Flames. President's Trophy, the Carolina Hurricanes. Man, Year 5 is a weird one. The Clarence goes to Calgary, and the Prince of Wales goes to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Player awards. You get Tyler Seguin with the Art Ross. Steven Stamkos, the most valuable player. James Norris, Chris Letang, best defenseman. Lady Bing, Tyler Seguin, Calder. Oh my God, Dahlin. So they got Juho Levy, Thatcher Demko, Dahlin. They're getting all these young players. Yeah, look. 18 and 19, Juho Levy, Rookie of the Year. 19-20, Thatcher Demko, Rookie of the Year. And now Dahlin, 21-22. Rookie of the Year. So the Vancouver Canucks, if this game is right, you guys have a very good team in the future. Conn Smythe goes to Michael Backlund. Oh my God. Michael fucking Backlund wins the Conn Smythe. And Johnny Gaudreau gets 8 points. Oh, Vezina Trophy goes to Frederick Harold Bluetooth Anderson. William M. Jennings goes to Scott Darling. Bill Masterton, Coburn, Frank J. Selke, Connor McDavid. It's all that speed. Ted Lindsay, Steven Stamkos, and Maurice Richard. Tyler Seguin. So a really good year for Tyler Seguin. He won like 3 or 4 awards right there. Okay, so let's, that's all taken care of. Yeah, you know what? Let's go right into the NHL entry draft. I don't need to pre-scout my contracts. I can take a look at them from right here. So, when it comes to our salary cap, currently we have $7 million of salary cap available. Now, let me take a look at my contracts. Goaltenders. Now, Connor Hellebuck. All right, so where is he? All right, so Rocky Ronick is still going to take, I'd say, 1 more year before he's backup ready, 2-3 years before he's starter ready. But he's going to be 22 years of age and ready to go, so we just got to groom him the right way. He's the next big goalie to take over. Hellebuck is 29 with 1 year left, which means I cannot trade him. That trade value I cannot move, so we're going to have to just take a look at maybe the free agency list for goaltenders. We're going to have to wait and see. He might actually ask for a lot, and we might not be willing to give it out. Rasmus Ristolainen, 90 overall. He's gonna ask for a lot. Can't trade him. Alex Pietrangelo, 32 years of age, but he still has the elite exact potential. Until that drops to medium, or not medium. What would it be? It would just be top 4. Yeah, top 4 exact. Until that drops down there, I am not trading Alex Pietrangelo. He's part of this team. Ryan Ellis, I have to keep. He's only got 1 year left. Shea Theodore, I could trade. I'd like to keep Shea Theodore. Good top 4 defenseman, 26 years of age. Jet Wu, 21 years of age. I'm not trading him. Eric Brandstrom, 22 years of age. Not trading him. And then McIsaac, Sylvester, Madsen, Cizik. All these guys are going to be coming up for next season. So, I mean, we still have the 6 defensemen. I guess the one guy I'm thinking about trading would be Theodore or Pietrangelo, or maybe just dropping Rasmus and then giving some of these guys a chance. But we look to have 2 to maybe 3 defensemen ready to go in the NHL next season. McIsaac, I'll show you his stats. We drafted him in year number 1. He's still taking his time to get ready. Let's see his stats. He might be trade bait. I'm not liking his stats too much. If he grows, fine, but his offensive stats, not the greatest. Sylvester, 2-way defender. I'd rather this 2-way defender, Will Sylvester, than Jared McIsaac. So, McIsaac with 2 years left. We have a nice trade bait right here if I need to make a trade. Madison, Cizik, all right, all these other guys. So, defensemen, I really don't need to touch. And then forwards, let me just take a look at who we're paying money to right now. So Johansson, he's only got 1 year left, so I don't have to worry about that. Robbie Fabry at 6.250. See, now, it's a little bit high, but depth, and he's 26 years of age. That works for me. Tuck, 3 years left at 6.250. Nick Ritchie at 5.750. That's good. White and Ritchie are on good contracts. Adam Henrique, I don't need to sign. Ryder, oh man, Tobias Rock. Okay, I'm fine. I don't need to worry about anything. I don't need to trade away anyone, boys. I got a lot of contracts right here that are going to come to an end. So let's just take a look at the contracts that are staying. It's going to be Pietrangelo, Fabry, Tuck, White, Ritchie, and Theodore. That's basically it, right? Or is there... Oh, no, there's another one. And Brandstrom. Everyone else is... their contract is up this year. So those players I actually like. I'm going to hold on to them until at least free agency. So we're not going to make any changes. And we're just going to use our first, third, fourth round draft picks and try to get lucky here, all right? So sim options, sim to user pick. Yeah, I thought we'd be in a little bit trouble for salary cap, but we're actually not. So, no, I don't want that guy. Let's take a look at the top 10 draft picks. Any franchise players? So, the Winnipeg Jets get a center power forward, Cam Summers. That's he was only 17 years of age. My God. Woo-hoo-hoo! This guy is a stud power forward, and he's already got everything in like the mid-80s. I'm surprised he's only 82 overall. Usually somebody with a really good physical category gets that offensive or that overall boost. And my God, you know, this guy's going to have no trouble growing at all. I wouldn't be surprised you see him 87, 88 by the end of his of his rookie season. Seal, center playmaker for the Columbus Blue Jackets. He's also 81 overall. My God, there's some good players coming into the NHL this season. Offensive stats. Yeah, he's 17 as well. Woohoo! All these guys. I'll take a look at the last guy. Jacob Carter. So 3 centers. Take your pick. 2 playmakers and a power forward. All right, then all these other guys. All right, blah, blah, blah. So let's make our pick, shall we? You know what? Hang on a second. Hang on. I gotta blow my nose. Call a timeout. There you go. Do this right. 7 minutes left. Now get ready for your pick. Now put the controller down and blow your nose. Hang on, boys. All right, that's a little bit better. So we're at the end of the first round for the draft. There are 5 players that are projected to still go in the first or second round. But you know what? This is the Year 5 NHL entry draft. There are more than likely good players to be found in the later draft picks. So hang on, let me sort by potential. There's 1 top 6, 1 top 4, but they could also drop. There's no exact elite, so we're not going to get lucky here. Let's see this guy. He's projected to go in the second or third round. Sharov. Vachislav Sharov, medium top 6. I can't look at his stats, though. Now, I wouldn't mind taking him in the second round or third round pick. I don't even have a second round pick. But to use my first round pick on him, he could just be a top 9 forward. And then this guy, Ben, he's got a high top 4. He's only 17. His stats... they're not looking great. They're looking like a mid-60s. So, I mean, I don't even know about this guy. He could also be dropped down to a medium top 6, right? So, instead of sorting by potential, let's sort by projected. These guys, these 5 players right here, let's just take a shot with one of them. The best goalie is Lindholm, but we don't need a goalie at all in this draft. We have Roenick waiting. So, let's go with... There's 3 defensemen. We don't need a defenseman because we already have 3 defensemen that are in the AHL, 2 defensemen that look like they're going to be NHL ready for next season. So you have the winger, Ponikarovsky, a two-way forward, and Clark, another two-way forward. All right, so let me take a look at their individual stats here. Nikolai Ponikarovsky. I have plenty of centers on this team. I have a goaltender. I have defensemen. We need some wingers to take over for our expensive wingers of the future. So this guy's individual stats I really can't see at all. And then Clark, what's his first name? Billy Clark, the Calgary Hitmen, the WHL. Well, his team just won the Stanley Cup. Maybe that's a sign I should take him. All right, so it seems like it's got to be one of these 2 guys. Oh, man, I don't know what to take. See, I think Clark is going to be a guaranteed top 6 forward. I think. I could be wrong. Ponikarovsky's got the medium top 9, which could be medium elites, but it could also just be medium top 9. I don't think that's going to be medium top 6, but Clark could easily be medium top 6. He really could. Oh, man, what do I go for? What do I go for? The Canadian or the Russian? The Canadian or the Russian? Oh, Ponikarovsky or Clark. I just got to choose one. Let me just, the age, 18. They're both 18, Clark. He's 18 as well. Oh, man, I just lost to Calgary. I'm going with Ponikarovsky. There it is, boys. I got 26 seconds left. Clark, please. Oh, do I go with the Russian or the Canadian? Shit! I'm going with the Canadian. I'm going with the Canadian. Clark, come on, BA. Fuck! He's a top 9. Damn it. I made the wrong call, boys. Now, we'll have to see if Ponikarovsky is anything. Sim to our next pick. Hang on a second. Backlund. Oh, my God. Calgary is a piece of shit team. They trade away Johnny Gaudreau. They win the Stanley Cup. Their Conn Smythe winner, Backlund, wins it for them. And now they're going to trade him away and try to get a first-round pick. How humiliating. Their GM calls me up and says, hey, you want one of the players that helped me beat you in the Western Conference Final? Fuck you. Decline trade, you Calgary Flames. Can you believe that? They're trading away everyone. Oh, man, Renberg. Look at that. The Islanders just picked up a stud in the 3rd round. See what I mean? There's definitely some players to be found. It's his physical guy. Oh, he's already got some good pass. He's got, for a defensive defenseman, he's got some good puck skills, and he's fast. That was a great pick. All right, hang on. Let's see what Ponikarovsky looked like. That might have been a bad choice by me. I maybe should have gone with Ponikarovsky. All right, so Jacobson, top 6. Not like I missed out on anything on those 2 defensemen. Mironov. Hetton. Okay, so Mironov was a top 4. Ponikarovsky was a top 6. Oh, my God. I made the wrong call, boys. I made the wrong call. That's a piece of garbage pick right there. I mean, he's only 55 overall, but still the trade bait. The trade value between top 6 forward and a top 9 forward. So I made the wrong pick there, boys. Make pick. Let's see if we can get a little bit lucky with the later picks. All right, so next up, Vigilante. Do we have that Sharov guy, or is he already taken? Let's see. Yeah, Sharov is already gone. You know what? Let me take a look and see if we can find Sharov. It said 2nd or 3rd round, so let's see. Hang on a second. Let's go. Sharov, where are you? I want to see if I should have picked him. Because he was, there's Oben. See, Oben was medium top 6. Sharov, top 9. So I made the right call. I'm not going for either one of those 2 guys. But I should have gone with Ponikarovsky. I should have just trusted my Leaf history. All right, top 9. I already messed up with him. Thing about Raquel, he's a low top 9 forward. Low top 9s can sometimes be elites, but sometimes they can be busts as well. The thing about top 9s, the best they could be is a top 6. And we just missed out on a top 6, didn't we? All right, so, okay, let's go back to the top here. Let me just sort by time scouted. Is there anyone like LaBelle? Has he got some good stats? Strength 72 for a playmaker. 17 years of age, and he's already got 72 strength. This guy might not be bad. Slap shot accuracy 68. He might not be bad, but this guy as well, Pascal Tremblay, Halifax Mooseheads, he's got the same potential as Ponikarovsky did, and he ended up being a medium top 6. All right, I'm going to take a chance on this right winger. 2-way forward. Do I want a playmaker? No, he's a center. I'm going to go for Tremblay. Here it is. All right, let's see. Medium top 9. I got a medium top 9. See, sometimes you can read it, sometimes you can't. That was the same thing I thought was going to happen to Ponikarovsky. It would show medium top 9. He'd become a medium top 9. But nope. All right, so I'm going to try my other one. I'm going to go for a low top 9. I'm just guessing now, all right? Dwight Meyer, 19 years of age from the London Knights. Here we go. Low top 9. What does that end up being? Bottom 6. All right, boys, this was a bad draft. Sim options, sim entire draft. I'm just going to let the computer take over. I am not hitting anything. I think our last pick in the 7th round there was a low top 9. So we really didn't get anything in the draft, which sucks. probably would have been better off just trading away our draft picks for better assets that we're actually going to use. All right, so we have the re-sign stage. We have a lot of decisions to make with the contracts. I think what I'm going to do is do some power of video editing. We're going to see if we can get everyone re-signed. And I may even just end the video off right there before free agency, because I want to know if you guys think we should sign them now, because they don't want extensions, which means we're going to have to overpay. I'll just show you guys what they want. Johnny Gaudreau wants $9.5 million. All right, if I go up to 7 years, 8 years, I can get a better deal, but remember, he doesn't want an extension. So 8 years at 8.750, I'd probably have to give him like close to 10 mil for him to accept the offer. Rasmus Ristolainen, same thing. Well, 7.5 is not bad. I could probably get him for 8.5, maybe 9 million, but he didn't exactly simulate well in the playoffs, right? So let me go ahead and sign everyone I want to. We'll retake a look, or we'll recheck the salary cap space at the end, and we will make a decision on whether or not we need to sign these guys. Hang on a second. Okay, so our first round of signings are complete. Ryan Ellis has come back on our team. Craig Rankin has been signed long-term. Nick Suzuki is back. Riley Suter's got a contract. Cody Glass, Betts, Karpatsev, Sakic, Lindgren, bunch of young guys, and we are ready to go. So, you know what? There's a lot of players that we need to decide. So I think I am going to end the video here, boys. I need you guys to chime in. There's way too many decisions to be made. So we have $24 million of cap space available. Let's go through this one at a time. You really have to probably get out a pen and paper or a nice WordPad sheet and really jot down all the players in the right positions to figure out this roster, because it's all over the place. We got Connor Hellebuyck and Rocky Ronick as our goaltenders. I dropped every other goalie, all right? So Connor Hellebuyck has not got a contract. He doesn't want an extension either. He wants 5.2, which means I'd probably have to give him like $6.5 million, all right? So you guys let me know whether Connor Hellebuyck should be re-signed. Defenseman, Rasmus Ristolainen is the only guy not signed. Now, what we could do is I could just leave him, go to free agency, see more options, and then decide to re-sign him right there. Because when a guy doesn't want to sign, you might as well just wait to free agency anyways, because you're going to be paying that kind of money to get him back. But without Rasmus, we still have Pietrangelo, Ryan Ellis, who I decided to sign, even though there's going to be some people saying, why don't you let Ellis drop to free agency and use the money to sign Rasmus? Ryan Ellis, he wanted to re-sign with us. He plays great with Alex Pietrangelo, and I got him for $5.5 million. So those two together, you know, they're at what, $13.5 million per season. It's like having a top two defensemen that are both less than $7 million per season playing alongside of one another. Those two guys are partners. Rasmus was the guy who didn't exactly have the greatest playoff run, and he's gonna want at least like $9 million, more than Alex Pietrangelo, right? So right now, Pietrangelo, Ellis, Theodore Wu, Brandstrom, McIsaac, Sylvester, and Madison would be our defensemen for next year, and that's 8. That's 8 right there. So we got to get to preseason and see how these guys jump. Right wingers, we got Tuck. I decided to keep him. Connor Brown. Now he is good depth for us, but he wants $2 million. If we need to decide who we want to sign, it might be time that we move on from Connor Brown. After all, he's a fourth liner for us. We can find another fourth liner who is on a minor league deal, right? Get another young guy to get some ice time in there, like Victor Reed, for example. Victor Reed could take over Connor Brown's spot. Save $2 million right there. Let me just go through. Did I sign anybody else? Victor Reed. All right, so that's all the right wingers. Damn, we got a lot of right wing prospects. Left wingers, Johnny Gaudreau. I think we're going to have to drop this guy. He's going to want way too much, boys. All right, he doesn't want a contract extension. I'd have to give him like $10 million. So between Rasmus and Johnny Gaudreau, if you sign those guys, you have $5 million, $6 million of cap space remaining. And then you have to think about Marcus Johansson, who may be somebody that we want to move on from. But remember, he had great chemistry with Colin White. He played great for us in the playoffs, right? He's still got that exact top 6 potential. Now, I could understand dropping Johansson to sign Gaudreau, but again, we have to decide. And then centers, we got Craig Rankin signed to a great deal. I decided to go long-term with Craig. He's 20 years of age, 86 overall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 years at $6.5 million. So he is the new centerpiece of this team. Zeus Colin White, 5.75. Cody Glass, I got signed to a 3-year deal, $4 million per year, so we could save some money. And then we got to sign Cody Eakin, Adam Henrique, and Casey Cizikas. So the way I see it, right? Forwards. If you just take a look at the forwards that we have, don't even count the players that haven't been signed. Rankin, 1, 2, 3, you skip Johansson. Fabry, 4, 5, 6, you skip Eakin, you skip Henrique. Suzuki, 7, you skip Cizikas. You skip Brown. Victor Reed, 8. Suter might be NHL ready for next year. 9. All right, and then it drops off. So we already have 3 lines ready without all these players signed. So realistically, we only need to sign, I don't know, 2 or 3 of these guys. So which one should it be? Goudreau, Johansson, Eakin, Henrique, Cizikas, and Brown. You know what? I forgot to show you guys how much these guys want as well. So Goudreau and Johansson, you know. Cody Eakin, our captain, for our Stanley Cup win. Again, a good penalty killer, good center depth, but he wants $2.5 million. It's time that he gets paid, I guess. Adam Henrique, a veteran for us, same thing. He wants that kind of money, $3.5 million for 1 year. All right, and then Casey Cizikas, 1 year, $2.5 million. So all these depth guys, Brown, Cizikas, Henrique, and Eakin, they all want to get paid, and the studs definitely want to get paid, and we only have $24 million of cap space available. All right, so we are not going to go any further. Which players should come back for year number 6, and which players should we just leave to free agency? Oh, I didn't even show you Connor Hellebuck. Connor Hellebuck's another one, right? That's like the $6 million guy. So you guys have got to decide. Help me out, for the next video, we'll go into free agency. If there's no one else available and we have the cap space, we can bring back Rasmus, we can bring back Johnny Gaudreau if we have the space, right? But if there are better players out there, I think I'll target them. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you when we take it to free agency. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. You can also swing by our website, which has forums and a live chat. That, along with Twitter, allows us to play with our subscribers in our GTA lobbies or the 24/7 open Minecraft server, where you can build with others or play in one of the many games across Superbia. Our Patreon account helps us support our website and the Minecraft server, and we also live stream on Twitch, where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.